Greetings, 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 good people. Happy Monday. It's June 17th, the year is 2024. It's Hot Topics time, okay? Thanks for clicking on the video. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. Please pay your admission fee by hitting the like button and be sure to drop down in the comments and share your thoughts. All right, on today's lineup, Nene Leaks. She's making she's actually trending because some people think that she's having issues with her boyfriend. We're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about Diddy real quick, okay? Diddy was asked to return the key to the city by the mayor of New York, Eric Ghetto Adams. I added the ghetto in the middle because I do think he's a little bit ghetto. Whatever. His son also wished him a happy Father's Day, and he's receiving backlash for that. And then I'm going to touch on Auntie Wendy Williams. Okay. It just seems like the updates regarding Wendy are getting worse and worse and worse every time we get an update. All right. So without further ado, let's get into this Nene story. Okay. This is courtesy of the Jasmine brand. Hey, Jasmine girl. Nene Leaks tells boyfriend Nyoni, I love you after posting cryptic message about cheating. Okay. Now, Nene, it seems like they're having a rocky time one minute, then the next minute they're back together. I remember when Nene was on her YouTube channel talking about love, and she talked about grieving the passing of her late husband, Greg Leaks. So, Nene has her ups and downs. She's human, rightfully so. But, people on the internet, including myself, are a little nosy. So we kind of want to know what's going on with Nene. Not much, in my opinion. All right, so let's get into this article. Nene Leakes is celebrating her boyfriend Nyoni's fatherhood skills hours after she shared a cryptic message about infidelity. On Father's Day, which was Sunday, June 16th, Nene Leakes, she posted a series of Instagram stories to salute the international designer for the holiday, right? She wrote on top of a solo photo of Nyoni, Happy Father's Day. In another snap, she cuddles up with her beau and adds, I love you. She ended the celebration with another photo of Nyoni posing alone. Her tribute comes hours after she shared her unfiltered thoughts about cheating. She wrote on her IG stories, cheating is a personal decision. Some people never cheat no matter how bad things are. Others will always cheat no matter how good they have it, okay? Now, many fans speculated that she was referring to her personal relationship as she and Nyoni have been off and on for a couple of years now. So last year, Nene Leakes said that she and her man, they were quote unquote taking a break. However, they reconciled in February and it appears all is well between them now, right? Now, meanwhile, this isn't the first time Nene Leakes weighed in on cheating. During an IG live session with former Real Housewives of Atlanta executive producer Carlos King in April, Leakes said that if someone is going to cheat, they need to be respectful about it. Okay, a fierce picture of Miss Nene Leakes. All right. This is what she said. She said, if you're going to cheat, you need to do it with respect. I don't like people who are not respectful. Okay, she noted that a partner also needs to send a message to their quote unquote side piece and say, give me 50 feet on my woman. Don't ever approach me when you see me with my woman. You can never approach. Okay. So she ultimately said, I do believe there has to be respectful cheating. Okay. You guys remember that conversation they had while they were cruising? All right. Now, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that Nene was referring to her current man? She could have been. And she could have been referring to a situation that maybe someone personal to her was going through. Who knows? Well, it seems that cheating is not a deal breaker for Nene as long as you do it respectfully. Look, it's her life. She can live it however she chooses. Now, do you guys remember when we were first introduced to this man? It was reported that he was still legally married and the wife was trying to come after Nene. Whatever became of that? I ain't hear from her since. Mm-mm. All right, moving along. Oh, you know what I wanted to show you guys? I actually wanted to show you Nene Leakes. Look at Nene. This is her IG page. Nene Leakes is looking fierce these days, right? Look. She is definitely going through a transformation, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it. This black ensemble is everything. Now, there was a video circulating of Nene Leakes, looking very risque in her outfit. I think she was in the club and she was shaking her girls, okay, and the girls were out. So it seems like Nene is enjoying life and having fun. And why the heck not? She's been going through a lot personally, publicly. It's just a whole lot of a whole lot going on. So I wish her nothing but the best. Listen, if she's okay with her man cheating, but he does it respectfully, who are we to judge, right? Move it along. Mm, mm, mm. Courtesy of the Jasmine brand. Hey, Jasmine girl. So this article reads, Diddy returns key to NYC after Mayor Eric Adams sends him a letter asking for it back. I'm going to tell you something. Diddy shouldn't even be offended because look who Eric Adams is associated with. Okay, if you didn't check out my previous video about that fake Bishop Lamar Whitehead, well, he got sentenced to 9 years. And I remember throughout this entire investigation, when he was on social media cutting up and making a fool of himself, he often said that his mentor was Eric Adams. Anyway, so let's get into this article. So on June 17th, NYC Mayor Eric Adams has officially requested Diddy return the coveted key to the city. So over the weekend, a letter Eric Adams sent to the music mogul surfaced. In the note, Eric Adams asked Diddy to return the key, referencing the disturbing footage of Diddy being hands-on with his former girlfriend, okay? Eric Adams sent one letter to Combs Entertainment LLC in New York and a second letter to the business in Los Angeles, all right? So let's get into this letter, okay? Dear blank, like many people, I was deeply disturbed by recent footage of Sean Diddy Combs putting his hands on his then partner, okay? I strongly condemn these actions and stand in solidarity with all survivors of domestic and gender-based violence. Our city has worked tirelessly to make sure survivors are heard and seen by our administration. The key to the city of New York is presented to individuals whose service to the public and the common good rises to the highest level of achievement and who act as a model for fellow and future New Yorkers. After internal deliberations, the key to the City of New York committee recommended nullifying and rescinding Mr. Combs's key. I have accepted their recommendation and am requesting that Mr. Combs immediately return his key to the city to New York City Hall office of the mayor. And then the address is there. So, like I said, this is extremely interesting. Now, where does it say here? Something else I wanted to read. It basically said that Diddy not only received the key, but he also donated. Here it is. This is the video of when the mayor presented Diddy with the key. So it reads, the honor was originally bestowed upon the 54-year-old hip-hop mogul in September 2023 for his contributions to the city of New York, including millions of dollars in donations and support for Black entrepreneurs. Now, here's my thing. Return his money. That's how I feel. I feel like if you're not wanting to be associated with him, and this committee feels like, they do not support what it is that they saw on camera take place, right? And he's no longer deserving of the key because of his actions, fine. Send the key back, which I think he did, but also make sure you write him a check for the amount of money that he spent, because his money should be no good, right? Okay. I can't remember the HBCU. What HBCU was it that he donated $1 million to, and they sent that money back? Yeah, we know Mayor Adams ain't gonna be returning no money. He's shifty. Along with Mayor Eric Adams, former Bad Boy artist Shine has also spoken out against his former colleague. So I remember talking about this before. He just basically said that, there's no place for any sort of, violence against women anywhere on the planet. He is a father. He has a daughter. He's a global citizen and the next prime minister of Belize. He says he wants absolutely nothing to do with people who engage in this pattern of diabolical behavior. Okay? So, listen, like I said, apparently the key was returned allegedly. Okay? It might have been, I don't even know for sure. It was reported that the key was returned. He obliged when you guys asked for the key back. I'm just saying, send the man money back too. He donated millions of dollars to the city. Give him his money back because his money should be no good, right? If you want to completely disassociate yourself with anything or anyone that behaves in that manner, give him his money back. I know that might sound crazy to some, but we know that's not going to happen. All right, still speaking of Diddy, Christian Combs, he receives mixed reactions after saying Diddy is the greatest in his Father's Day post. I don't understand why everybody is up in arms. None of you people have to live with Diddy. I'm talking about the people who had something to say about Christian Combs basically calling his father the greatest. You don't have to live with Diddy. He ain't your daddy. So why is Christian Combs getting backlash? All right, let's get into the article. The 26-year-old rapper and son of hip-hop mogul Diddy caused quite a stir when he took to Instagram around 4 a.m. on June 17th to pay tribute to his famous dad with a Father's Day post. The post's cover features a black and white photo of Diddy wearing a black Sean John tank top, cradling Christian Combs, who appears to be around a year old, sporting a diaper with the Sean John label, a nostalgic throwback to the brand's 1999 campaign, right? This post includes a caption stating, "Happy Father's Day to the greatest. Love you, Pops." All right, it's his social media. He can honor his father. What's wrong with that? Okay. Many in the comments section had mixed reactions. Some Instagram users commended his appreciation for his dad, while others criticized the post due to Diddy's ongoing legal troubles. So this is what some of the Instagrammers wrote, okay? No matter what happens, he is your father, and you have the right to celebrate him. Okay, someone else said, "Greatest my ASS." So there's some more reactions. I don't like Diddy, but Diddy took care of his family. Someone else wrote, now you know you should have just sat this one out. Another, "I'm truly not understanding if you had nothing nice to say, why come under this man kid's page? Like, this world is so sad. Some of y'all don't even have a father." Well, the people who don't have fathers, it's not their fault that they don't have fathers. I never understood why people like tried to throw that at individuals whose fathers are not present in their life. Everybody has a father, if we want to get technical, because how else were you conceived, right? Man, woman. So everyone technically, biologically has a father. Whether that father is present in your life, that's a different story. But how is that a dig at the individual? Just weird behavior. Someone else wrote, "Keep celebrating your pops. Many wish they had their dad in their lives." Someone else, "The greatest," with 3 question marks and laughing emoji. Someone else wrote, "If y'all don't leave this child," he's not a child, he's a grown man. "If y'all don't leave this child alone and worry about your own daddy who left out for some cigarettes and never came back." See, this is what I'm saying. How is that a dig at the individual? Should that not speak to the shame that the absent father should have? No, how do you read someone, "Oh, your father wasn't in your life"? That's not the kid's fault. I guess, whatever. Someone else wrote, "I don't trust you either, little daddy." Another user, "God is the only judge. Happy Father's Day. #Puffy." And lastly, "I would have just turned the comments off. LOL." Now, Christian Combs' Father's Day post follows report of federal investigators preparing to bring accusers of music mogul Sean Diddy Combs before a federal grand jury. Yikes. Signaling a potential indictment for the record executive. So you guys already know what happened. And Christian Combs himself has also been implicated in a lawsuit alleging that he put his hands on a woman who was employed on a luxury yacht chartered by the Combs family during a winter trip to St. Martin in 2022. I mean, listen, his social media is his social media account. If he wants to say his father's the greatest, I don't know if they're the other kids posted anything to Diddy. Did they? I don't think the girls, the twin girls, do they have a social media? Quincy, I know that's not his biological son. Um, hmm. Was it only Christian? Shit. Listen, he wished his father a happy Father's Day. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But given the circumstances, I can see why people would have something to say. All right, y'all. You know, I try to steer clear of talking about Wendy Williams, but that's my auntie Wendy. And every time there's an update, there's been stories that I've bypassed. Every time there's an update, it's never a good one. And I just don't like where this is going. I've expressed that before. If you have visited my channel and listened to my commentary in the past about Wendy Williams, then you already know how I feel. And for those of you who are new, I will most likely reiterate what I've said before. Okay. Now, Wendy Williams allegedly has a friend that says that the TV host is isolated and her guardianship is worse than Britney Spears. My goodness. So, according to the former TV host, longtime friend Regina, she says this is a Britney Spears thing, only it's worse since it's not even Wendy's family who has control. At least with Britney Spears, it was her dad, it was her family. This is a woman who's not even family. And how does this guardian get all this standing? Now, I know Kelvin Hunter, Wendy Williams' ex-husband. I know you guys think he's the worst thing to ever happen to mankind. Whatever, you're entitled to your opinion. He is going at it with the uh the person who's in charge of her guardian, and he exposed a lot of things about this woman, and none of it is good. Right? It's interesting that I don't see. They went to court recently. It's interesting that I don't see anything being reported too much about that. Not too much exposing is going on as it pertains to this woman. Anyway, so if you're not aware of what happened with Britney Spears, she was placed under a conservatorship which lasted 13 years in February 2008. Her father, Jamie Spears, was her court-appointed guardian and faced backlash for years as fans of Britney Spears accused him of abusing his power. So Britney, she confirmed their concerns in November 2020, pleading with the court for her dad to be removed. In court documents, she noted that she was afraid of her father and would not perform again if he remained in charge. So the legal paperwork also said that if Jamie, her father, is allowed to keep his post, it will cause Britney to suffer loss and injury. Okay. And in November 2021, a judge ruled to terminate the conservatorship. So that's Britney Spears and her father. Now, Wendy Williams' guardianship started in 2022 after Wells Fargo, you guys know, froze her accounts and requested a court hearing to determine whether she needed a guardian due to her ongoing health conditions. Sabrina, who has no family ties to Wendy, was ultimately made her guardian. Speaking on alleged issues with Sabrina, Wendy's friend confirmed initially when I was staying with Wendy in the summertime, we were like triangulating. We were speaking to Sabrina, but then she kind of disappears. So Wendy's friend also said that Sabrina, the guardian, is even dropping the ball regarding Wendy Williams's eating schedule. So this is what the friend said. She said that she would order food at like 7:30 in the morning and breakfast wouldn't arrive until 11:30. And by that time, Wendy was ready for lunch. Also in the interview, the friend said, "What's the end game of all of this? Wendy should be surrounded by friends and family right now, not isolated and alone." Okay. As far as my thoughts in the situation, overall, it's sad. I know how some people feel. I've seen it up and down my comments whenever I was talking about Wendy Williams. Some people seem to feel that this is her karma. Some people don't care. Some people think it's funny. You're entitled to your opinion. As far as how I feel that this is extremely sad. And I mentioned on Twitter months ago, you know, while some people are so concerned about, Kelvin Hunter and what he did, some people are stuck on that. You're not realizing that Wendy is being robbed blind. What other reason would she have to be isolated from her immediate family, even her son, who was her world, who was everything to her, who she did everything for once he came into her life, you know? So she's being isolated and everything is being hidden from the public, everything is being hidden from her family for a reason, because she's being controlled. And I do believe that she is being drained financially. There was a story a couple of months ago that Wendy Williams was behind on her taxes. Her New York penthouse was sold significantly cheaper than what she bought it for. It was kind of like a quick sale. That's what it was given, like a quick sale. And Wendy's behind on her taxes. The whole purpose of a conservatorship is for someone to be in charge of your affairs from A to Z. So how the heck are you behind on taxes? Wendy's behind on taxes. Apparently she's not eating, allegedly. This documentary that came out that was terrible. I didn't even get past the first episode. Um, I don't know. I don't know exactly what's going on, but I think I have an idea of what's going on. And unless there's a complete 180 and she's broken free from this quote unquote conservatorship, if you want to call it that, I don't see anything positive happening from this. Anything is possible. I wholeheartedly believe that anything is possible. But I would love to hear from Wendy Williams about what's really going on. And for some reason, I don't think I'm going to get that. I don't think any of us are ever going to hear from Wendy what's really going on. Once the powers that be stamp you with the label of being crazy, anything that you say after that is immediately dismissed, you know? And unfortunately, a lot of people think that Wendy is strung out. She's crazy. She does have health issues. But do I think that she's crazy? No, I don't think she's crazy. Um, and I think that that is intentional. That perception of her being crazy is definitely intentional. And she wouldn't be the first individual who is famous, whose reputation was ruined, and then they were ruined. And unfortunately, she won't be the last. So I really hope for the best for her. I would love to see a total 180 with this situation. You know, she gets a hold of her finances. She actually is in the care of people, or at least a person who really gives a blank about her and has her best interests, because this current conservator, I'm not sure. All right. Well, that's all I got, y'all. Ain't got no more. If you made it to the end, thank you so much for taking the time to watch and listen. Please don't forget to pay your admission fee by hitting the like button and drop down in the comments and share your thoughts. All right, that's all I got, y'all. I love you for watching. And as always, I'll talk to you later.